Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I've got a lot of fun stories to share with you. The first one is the Fortune Brainstorm Finance 2019. This is something that was in New York. It just ended today. You can see this is the front splash page to promote the event, and we have the Mr. Handsome Ashish Birla. But this is what I really want to highlight. It is the 13-minute video of a very happy Mr. Brad Garlinghouse. He's the CEO of Ripple, and he gives us a lot of factual statements like record week for Ripple. Well, Ripple has banks that have been sitting on the fence for 6 months and longer, I'm sure. But with the recent news that Facebook is going to come into the space with Libra, they realize they cannot go forward just using Swift. And it has been a massive call to action. It's very interesting. The Senior Vice President of Global Sales, John Mitchell, had texted Mr. Garlinghouse, and he said that this is going to be the best week of signed contracts at Ripple ever. Amazing. Yeah, the fact that Facebook has kicked Ripple into high gear is, I think, really, really funny. So blockchain, the word blockchain has been a little bit of a catnip for investors, but XRP is not catnip. XRP is solving a specific problem, and that is the pre-funded problem where banks have to park capital all around the globe to the tune of $10 trillion. And that capital just is not an efficient way to work. And XRP allows them to bypass that pre-funding and still create a real-time fiat to fiat settlement. And that is why the banks are going to use XRP. And those people who keep saying that XRP will never be used, you are starting to sound really ridiculous. That narrative has got to go. Or if you just want to keep sounding ridiculously uninformed, I mean, be my guest. But you also have to realize that this is a very, very conservative sector, and it is slow to move. XRP has been in production for only 8 months, and according to Brad in this video, there are up to 15 different customers using XRP. Going from 0 to 15 in 8 months is pretty good for this sector, I'm telling you. And now with the MoneyGram partnership, take that times 198 countries, and they do well over $1 billion in revenue in cross-border remittances. This is something that we're going to look back at this point. This is the turning point, I think, that everybody was really looking for. So I do want you to watch this video. I'm going to put a link to it down in the description below. And also at this event was a really, really wonderful young cryptocurrency engineer. Her name is Ananya Chadha, and she is just lovely. She works with using the brain and interfacing with technology. She is sponsored by Microsoft on a brain-controlled VR game, and also she works at Consensus in addition to her big speaking events. She's with this intersection between blockchain and the brain. Let me take you to her Twitter site. You're going to see something that's really cute. Now, here she is working where she's going to remotely control this car on wheels across her dining room floor using only her brain. Yeah. How special is that? I can't wait to see her career develop. That kind of got a little bit on the slow side. But talking about women in this space, it's not on the common side. And so I thought I would share with you the stats on my Crypto Eddie YouTube channel, and you might find it interesting. 94% of the viewers by gender are male and 6% are female. Now, you might think that female number is low, but in actuality, when I first started this channel, it was less than 2%. So the fact that it has grown to 6% makes me feel really happy, and I am going to predict that this number is going to double by December. And we have the second Pay Forward by Ripple. This is where we can see a real life story of how Ripple is changing the lives and taking the pain points out of people who are separated when families live in different countries. So we have the mother who lives in Thailand, and we have the daughter who lives in Japan. They are using SBI Remit, which runs on Ripple. And I want to show you something you may not know. Here is the ad from the Siam Commercial Bank in Thailand. You can see the SBI Remit logo here. And curious enough, you see the MoneyGram logo as well. Well, let me explain that to you. If I take you to the World Bank website, you can see that SBI Remit happens via MoneyGram. And it will also, this symbol here tells us that the transfer will occur in less than an hour. So that is just a little bit of information and knowledge for everybody. Okay, I am on, wow, we are really having some nice action with XRP. I was on Poloniex earlier today, and you're probably wondering, why am I on Poloniex? Well, this is the first, I'm not on it anymore. I don't have an account. It was the very first exchange I was ever on, and in those days there was what was called a troll box. This is years ago, and everybody was on that troll box because it was wild for what everybody was saying. It was like anything goes, and yeah, this is some nice price action happening right now. Anyway, I saw when I got onto the site, I saw this pop-up window that said troll box, and I said, what? No way. Well, sure enough, troll box is back. I think for people who have been in this space for years is going to really have a smile when they see this news. So I don't know if I'm going to use it. Probably not. I'm too busy. But when you first get into this space, kind of to read what other people are saying is always very interesting. And then I just wanted to tell you that I have my own troll box in the comments section almost every day. This is one guy who just, strangely enough, thought my comment section was a troll box. Well, Mr. Nung Sabaya, it's not. Please stop. And the funny thing is this guy, when you go and you search, you can find that just 3 months ago, he was speaking the praises of XRP all across social media. So I don't know why he is all of a sudden turned on everybody, but I'm not a troll box. Okay, this is a funny story. So do you know this bank? This is a net bank that's in New York, I believe it is. Now, what I want you to look at is the logo, and then I want to show you that the company that actually designed that logo is a company in San Francisco, and they also designed the logo for Facebook for the Calibra, which is the digital wallet. That is really funny, isn't it? This company, let me just show you who it is. And actually, the bank is making a claim. And can you believe, I mean, how silly of the company, the design company, to actually think that they could make two logos so similar and the person who had it first wouldn't make a claim. I mean, that is just, I just can't quite believe it. They are a company called Character, and they're a San Francisco-based brand and design agency. Listen to the accounts they have: Netflix, Instagram, GoPro, Silverado Vineyards, Reebok, Google, Adobe, Amazon, Nike. I can't believe they would make this mistake. It's just crazy. And if you go to an old site on, well, it's still up, it's on Twitter, it's called the XRP Symbol. When the XRP community was making suggestions for the new XRP logo, they were often uploaded onto the Twitter site so that people could view and see. And it's really fun to go back and see all of the logos that people were designing to be that new X that they finally decided on. Anyway, I enjoyed looking at some of the logos that were being introduced. But as you know, the logo that was decided upon is this one here. And I just want to read this to you because this is interesting. So the X refers in part to XRP's role in efficiency inefficiently, moving value across borders. And X also mathematically suggests a multiplier effect where entities are building on one another to create something bigger. And the same way the community drives the innovation with XRP and the XRP ledger. So it just keeps going on that the up and the down arrows represent sending and receiving, and the two sides of completing a transaction and the possibility of increased connectivity across different entities. The organic shape of its curves is suggestive of a human form, a nod to the community that supports XRP and its ecosystem. Most importantly, the symbol is simple to draw, allowing for easy adoption by anyone. Anyway, that I think is good information to know if you didn't already know that little bit of trivia. And it is now going to the fluff. So the Tokyo Olympics logo had also some trouble. This was the original design. You can see it here, but there was a company in Belgium who said, oh, no, 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 no. That is our design. And you can see the similarity, and they made a claim. And so it had to be changed, and it has been changed to this logo here, which is on the top. So this is for the Olympics, and this one is for the Paralympics. And I'm going to put this link in the description below because it's a brand new guidebook in the form of a PDF for the Tokyo Olympics, and it's really good. It really is good. So I think you'll enjoy it. Even if you're not coming to the Olympics, I think you're going to enjoy looking through that. And what I thought I would do is share with you a sport that was very much kind of a Japanese Olympic sport, if you will, in terms of competition, before the Meiji period. Actually, this is dating back to the 1500s. There was a form of martial arts that was very much a competition among people who practiced it. And this is, I want to tell you how to say this and what it said. This is iaido. So this is E. And E means to live or to exist. This is I, which means to join or to fit. And do is like the way. It's the pathway. It's the journey. So iaido. This is a martial art that started in the 1500s. And let me just take you here. This is the art of drawing the Japanese sword. And the emphasis is being aware and capable of quickly drawing that sword in a very smooth way. It's in response to an attack, not being an attacker, but in response to if you are attacked. You are doing it through very controlled, smooth movements. And the mental presence that it takes for iaido means that you are constantly prepared. And this is a sensei or teacher whose name is Haruna Matsuo. He was born in 1925. I think he passed away in 2002. But at the age of 16, he actually started with kendo and arrived to his hachidan, which is the 8th level, the highest level that you can reach in the martial arts, at the age of 46. He studied under Yoshikazu Kamashibu, and he's the founder of a dojo also in the UK, which I think people living in the UK still might be able to find, but he definitely settled down in the Okayama area of Japan and was a big sensei down there for years. But even today, the competition is still fast and furious and very much alive, and women are participating. And I found you a really great, well, you can do your own search on YouTube, of course, but there is a foreigner here in Japan who is quite the master, and he does a demonstration. And this is just the kata. This is the form of practice, and I just will show you just one here so you can see how one kata is. So there's this one movement. Yeah, kind of interesting. He has nice style, I think. So if you're interested in this martial arts, you might want to do a search in your city. I'm sure it has a global reach. Okay, everybody. Yeah, do take care. All right. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.